Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your board. Be fun out here in the lab with my breakdown of my head ace deuce trade. Doing what I do for you. I got a good lesson for you today. We take it back to the book. All right, heads up. Let's go. Writism 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message and story for life. I give you life lessons. You tune in and receive them. Hope they're working out for you, but I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's continue. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Excuse me. Right thinkers way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinking know thyself. That's the goal of right thinking philosophy. If you follow it, if you want to get involved with it, the agenda is for you to know yourself a little bit better through mental and spiritual understanding. That's my mission. All right. So, question: do you know you? With the lessons I can instill, I can make that happen for you if you don't. So, pay attention. Let's go. A person who knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple. You teach them. They're willing to learn. They know what they don't know. So you can teach them a lot better than those who think or believe they do know. So you teach them. That's why I do what I do. It's all for you. Why? Because that's what you need to do. Know thyself. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is asleep spiritually. I'm a spiritual alarm clock here to wake them up with what? Knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right? Thinkers know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Back in the book. Okay, another one. Egyptian mysteries. Okay, the priest and priestess. Okay, we did everything equal, male and female. Okay, no one's better than the other. So remember, they say equal opposites. The yin and the yang, ain't no one better than the other. Okay, so understand that, male and female. So the priest and priestess of ancient Egypt. Okay, and I'm gonna read a little something here. The title is "Fitness to Join the Netarian Clergy," aka Right Thinking Philosophy. Okay, so I'm gonna substitute clergy for right thinking philosophy every now and then, let you know, I'm gonna interject it in there because this is where I get my basic lessons from. Instead of me writing it all down and rearranging the word here, there, no, sometimes I just take it to the book and break it down as I go. Have some fun with you. We got like 2 pages, so yeah, I'll do some lesson in here. There's something you can learn. It's all based on the qualities that you have to be a right thinker. That's my title because it's gonna break down for you as we go. So let me start. First thing it is, morals are judged by who? By the deeds. Your morals are judged by deeds. It ain't what you say, it's what you do. That's the ancient Egyptian proverb. Okay, so let's get into the morals and the deeds, understanding what kind of people will be our kind of people to fit into what we do. Who is a proper candidate to be inducted into the ranks of the priesthood, aka right thinking philosophy again? What makes a person fit or unfit to practice the teachings in an effective manner? That means you're willing to learn it, you're willing to practice it. I'm not forcing it on you. This is not something you mandatory had to do. Nope, it's all by free will. Okay, that makes it better. In order to be effective in the personality, you must be mature, virtuous, and centered on the goal of what? Spiritual enlightenment. I coined that phrase 10 years ago. It started to become commonplace. I love that. But yeah, spiritual enlightenment meaning God is spirit. You have spiritual knowledge. Put them together, you know thyself. Once you manifest it, you know you and God are connected. It's becoming conscious, waking up, knee highs, all that good stuff. But let's talk about what kind of people will get that. It's going to break it down for you. I love this. Watch this. Now, if the goal is mixed with worldly ideas or deluded notions, that means if you want other things other than spiritual enlightenment, it ain't going to work for you. A person's capability to what? Advance in spiritual life will be diminished. Why? Because the energy necessary will be what? Diffused between conflicting agendas. If you're doing this for the money, if you're doing this for the fortune and fame, you ain't doing it for the right reasons. So if you're caught up in that concept, that's where you are. Now watch this. The conflicting notions also affect what? The mind, a confused mind. Twixt in between. You can't serve two masters. That's what they're telling you. Okay. The delusions and agitated actions in life will stir up the thought vibrationally, the structure of your mind. The meaning you ain't functioning at your best. Why? Because you're confused. You're not in the right state of mind, so to speak. Okay. Here we go. Where we at? Now the delusions. Okay, well, we did that already. The right state of mind, and thereby not being in the right state of mind. What happens? The mind tends to what? Lean towards movement and ignorance. I tell anybody, if you're confused, don't know what to do nothing. I'm not computer literate. So when I get to the phase where I don't know what I'm doing, I stop. What? I don't know what I'm doing. Why did I start just pushing buttons and hitting stuff and no. So in life, if you don't know what you're doing, stop, gather yourself, they say steal yourself. That's why people constantly moving and they don't listen to the higher self. So watch this. It stirs up the vibration structure of the mind and away from stillness and insight. Christians tell you, still yourself, stop, and know that I am God. The only way you can hear him is if you stop everything. That's why we pray and meditate to get communion with our higher self. The avid aspirant must learn to what? Counteract the ego-driven movements of the mind. Negative, bad, egoistic thoughts. The thoughts by first what? Controlling the physical actions of the body. Physical fitness is a must for long life. Simple as that. If your body is not in motion, it won't last long. So physical fitness is a must. Walking, riding bike, whatever it is, some activity. So people, trust me, obesity is a problem. Why? Because you're not physically fit. So that's just one situation. The first thing to start with the body. That's what they tell you. And then watch this. After control the body, and then in controlling the mind, in order to turn the vital forces of life towards that which is what? True. If you're learning something positive and good, you should use it for the intent, good and truth. You live in which is you turn that into which is true, righteous, and pure. P-Funk. My P stands for pure. I'm big on pure. Good stuff. Give it to me that way. I do what I need to do after that. Sorry about that, but I got that analogy. I can't help it. That is the path to what? Success in what? Spiritual life. I know the spiritual path. I know spirituality. I know how to use spiritual discipline. That's why I teach it. And watch this. The success for spiritual life and only those who, watch this, are ready to tread the path in such a manner are capable of succeeding and advancing with spiritual disciplines of right thinking philosophy, aka literary clergy. It's set up that only certain people will even indulge and involve themselves. And we're going to tell you why. Here we go. Now, these are the kind of people, those people who are who are fond of loud music, sexual dances, racy parties, theaters or movies, and those people who need that to feel happy or to enjoy life are not fit to pursue the path of right thinking philosophy. I'm just saying, those who pursue, again, dangerous lifestyles for the sake of thrill seeking, because they want to experience the fullness of life are misguided and will not enjoy life beyond the next act of thrill seeking. If you're a thrill seeker, you want the next big thing. Society is based on the next big thing. They down and getting high school kids from little 5, 6 year old kids. Oh, you're gonna be the next big thing. Really? So we I don't need them kind of people. It's right thinkers. No, we're not right thinkers. And watch this. Now you live for the next thrill, and so watch this. So you will fail in your quest, and you will not be fit to practice my teachings. No offense. I'm just saying these are the kind of people you don't need in the mix. Those who cannot control their eating habits, preferring, watch this, to enjoy foods that are known by them to be what? Health hazards. You are unfit for higher spiritual advancement. Why? You got no self-control. You got no self-discipline. If you can't stop doing something that's not good for you, you're not the right thing. Okay? That's where we're going with this. I'm pointing y'all out, so to speak. And if you are that, don't get mad at me if that's what you are. I'm just telling you about yourself. Okay, I'm telling you about me every day. So it ain't about me. It's about understanding what kind of people can roll with me or decide to deal with me. Those who are, again, watch this. Those who are boisterous, rowdy, always needing to talk, caught up in fanatically in sports or in lives or life of celebrities, or need to constantly watch television, aka the idiot box. If it's the idiot box and you constantly watching it, love you, my sis, but I'm just saying. Now, if you constantly watching television in order to what? Occupy your mind, get a book. Or let's see, occupy the mind so as to not think about serious issues in life. Yeah, escape. But escape with someone's gonna do you some good. That morning drama, that Search for Tomorrow and all those drama soap opera stuff they have all day, then they got it at night. So if you follow the idiot box, they got you right where they want you. And you can stay there. I don't need you. No offense. Now, if you study it, you avoiding serious life issues, you are unfit for advancing spiritual in my spiritual lifestyle. Why? Those who, again, another step, those who straight away go out to purchase what they have seen on television or heard on the radio, shoppers, shopaholics, or were told by a friend, or who believe that they hear in the or believe what they hear in the news without reflection or seeking alternative points of view in order to make an informed decision, are weak personality people and are not fit to be right thinkers. More than they're just consumers who are herded like cattle. Again, we use that finality, that concept, because yeah, everybody do. I tell you, if the crowd going that way, go that way. If the crowd say do that, do whatever they ain't doing. They ain't never right. And this example about your information, I put out a thing about the assassination of President Kennedy. I just got gigged because it's false. I didn't make it up. I just passed it along. So watch the information that you get to pass it on. I didn't fact check it. Okay, but I got gigs, so that's important also. But when you got people who herd like cattle to the stores and then what? To the slaughterhouse, so to speak, of life. The miseries, watch this, the miseries, the suffering, and the frustrations of life are born of what? A person's own delusions. You want to control your life. They keep saying that. But when you are ignorant to those facts, you're going to constantly do what I call satanian concepts, fetters. You're going to cause your own problems. And that's due to ignorance. Okay? And you do that, you're going to suffer, you're going to be frustrated, and you're going to still have delusions. And guess what? Unrighteousness and weaknesses kill a person's ability to what? Discover peace, true happiness, and embody peace within themselves. Never mind the outside world. If you can't control what goes on inside you, you don't stand a chance. Just saying. Those whose minds are, watch this, are weak and get caught up in what? Dreams, real or imagined, of the world, such as, here we go, soap operas, I told you, The ones in the morning, early. Then they got the ones that come on at 8 o'clock. They go back to Dynasty. It's always been around. So if you stuck on that kind of stuff, watch this. Here you go. You like Hollywood gossip or you like sports. I tell my friends, I don't do sports. Whoa! I don't do sports. I don't follow that nonsense. Okay? If you one of them kind of people, guess what? You are unfit for the priesthood of right thinking philosophy. Those who produce their own drama, again, self-inflicted pains, fetters, those who produce their own drama, violence, strife, domestic disturbances frequently, and find themselves in what? Trouble with what? The authorities? Yeah, breaking the law. Getting into fights frequently, have frequent what? Car accidents, and you blame everybody else, or even believe that they were wrong by what? Being put in jail after committing a crime. I agree with that one. When I was locked up, everybody was innocent. I'm the only guilty person in there. I'm in here for drug dealing. What you, man? What you, the man? Ain't nobody here guilty of nothing. So everybody used that same excuse. I was again honest with myself. I'm here for drug dealing. I ain't got a problem with that. That was my choice. I paid the price. And if you are one of those people that you commit a crime, you are also unfit. I couldn't have been the right thing back then. Hell to the no. Those people again who are who are fond of detailing their cars, showing out, or having pets. Yes, them dog loving people, and see those kinds of things as ways to what? Impress others or feel better about themselves. I don't need those things. I got a quick joke. I'm glad I got to this one. Feel better about themselves. Okay, right there. Let me stop right there. Quick joke. If you need pets and animals and all that stuff to feel better about yourself, fellas, I'll give you a quick lesson. Johnny was in school, class, and the teacher said, somebody give me a story, a moral about morals. So Johnny said, I got one. You got a chicken and a horse was in the yard playing, and the horse got stuck in quicksand. So the chicken ran, looked for the master, he couldn't find him. So he ran, jumped in the BMW, pulled the rope out, tied it to the thing, pulled the horse out. Horse thanked him, appreciate it. Yeah, okay, cool. Next day, they out playing. The chicken gets caught in the quicksand. Horse looked around. Yeah, the BMW gone quiet. The master took the BMW doing his thing. So the chicken about to go down. So the horse stood over, put his thing down there, and let the chicken grab what he pulled him out. And the teacher said, Johnny, what the hell? He said, the moral of the story, teacher, is if you hung like a horse, you don't need a BMW to get chicks out. Or to pick chicks up, whatever. But yeah, I thought that was funny. So that's a quick lesson. It ain't about what you got, okay? All that stuff is about you. And if you hung like a horse, you know the deal. I thought that was quick. All right, but we go back to this. And for those who feel better about themselves with that stuff, you are also not fit to be admitted into right thing of philosophy. Sorry. As an aspirant, my own, excuse me, as an aspirant, my own as an aspirant may own a car, or a pet. Yeah, that's cool. But they are not to be used as extensions of the what? Your ego to get things for yourself, the ego personality. A person who has the most vicious animal in the neighborhood and through that feels important. Why? Fear and admire is the deluded personality and it is not fit for higher spiritual practice again. If you're a dog lover, I ain't gonna problem with that, but different mindset. Those who like, watch this, to be seen with members of the opposite sex, some the same sex, but that's your choice, makes them feel wanted and important, again, ego, or who do not feel whole unless what? They are in a relationship. They gotta be with somebody, with someone, or else are deluded to and are unfit also for right thinking philosophy. With all this stuff going on, I might not have no right thinkers at this rate because this is starting to push a lot of people out of the race. Equally unfit. Let's see. Equally unfit is that who are crushed if they lose, those who are crushed if they lose their job. It ain't bother me one bit. So I'm not one of them. Proof. Such personalities, all those are unfit for advanced spiritual practice. And that's 20 minutes. I got another page to go, but I'm going to be a two-parter. I'm going to stop right here and finish it up with a part two. I appreciate you. Hope you enjoy the lesson. I'm just trying to get something across to you. What's qualities that you need to have and the kind of person you need to be a right thinker. Let's go. I appreciate you. I got more.